Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach Caroline Gaiduma, and if this is the first time you're joining, this is episode 2. I am a transformation coach, and I'm really excited about the journey of transformation, personal development, mental wellness, and I'm also really passionate about the mind body soul connection. And of course, spirituality is my subject as well. So, welcome. And this is a continuation of a conversation I started in the last episode. And I want to talk about today about 4 challenges that come between you and your personal freedom. Because this is a conversation that we are having around the festive season, and we are thinking about where we're going to spend Christmas and the holidays, with who we are going to spend it with, and how we are going to spend it. So I thought, let me have a conversation with you about some of the challenges that you will encounter if you have decided that you really want to be free and you want to do things according to your true values and your true desires. So there are going to be 4 challenges that I'll talk about. The first one, that is really, really heavy at this time, especially, is family expectations. If you haven't watched the previous episode, go back there and watch it. And we're talking about what is personal freedom. And I shared a bit about my story. So, family expectations are a big thing right now because a lot of people spend the festive season with their family. And so, we in families expect people to be a certain way, to live a certain way, to show up a certain way. And so those expectations sometimes are the external pressures that cause us to lose our personal freedom, to start doing things that are not in alignment to our values or our true desires. So one of the things that I mentioned in the last episode is family tradition. So family tradition is where you have something that you usually do as a family and no one is exempt. And when you try to exempt yourself, then you're seen a certain way or you're treated a certain way. So family tradition is one of the main things that propagates family expectations. So if you guys go and meet up together over Christmas in the village, and maybe you get your own time with your friends over New Year's, that is a family tradition. Or maybe your family, you do potluck and this family does this and that family does that. That is part of what is expected of you. So family expectations, many times we don't question them, we just align ourselves to them, and so we don't ask ourselves, what is it that I really, really want? And there is no space sometimes for that. I feel like to overcome that challenge, one of the things that you can do is help others and yourself align your expectations to your true desires and your values. So you open the space for conversations around the family and the expectations you have of them and the expectations they have of you, so that everyone can stay aligned. Because you might have a family tradition that runs over tens of years and all of you guys don't want to be there. But because it's expected of you, you've been doing it for decades, you are showing up without wanting. So open the space for conversations around expectations. The other challenge that comes between you and your personal freedom is social comparison. I've seen a lot of guys feeling uncomfortable because it feels like it's a sort of a comparison match or pageant, if there's such a word, in the families. Like people are comparing each other, like, oh, these guys go to the coast, or these ones go to the village, or these ones go abroad. And when you start comparing yourself, you start taking actions that are not in alignment with your values and your true desires because you want to fit in. So comparison is very painful. It causes you peace. It causes you lack of peace. It causes you to be feeling small, to lose your confidence, to lose your self-esteem. So just don't compare yourself during this festive season. Do you. Like, stay in your lane, do what is within your means to do, and just have a blast wherever you are in your life. The third challenge that comes between you and your personal freedom is overcommitment. now everyone is calling, yeah, form iko happy, let's go do this, let's do this, and let's do that. And you commit yourself. You say yes to things that you don't have capacity to do or the capacity to handle. And that causes you to do things that you'd rather not be doing. So budget your time. What is within your capacity? Like, what do you have resources to handle? Like emotional, mental, financial, physical resources to handle. Don't take on stuff that you cannot handle, because you're going to crash. You're going to feel a certain type of way. You're going to feel like you're caged and imprisoned because you don't have your personal freedom. You don't have to attend every event. You don't have to attend every gig. You don't have to attend every, bash you're called to. Know your limits and just work within that, because there's no point of going to a party that you don't want to go, like you would rather have been sleeping. Do what you want. That's the essence of freedom. And again, as I said in the previous episode, freedom comes with responsibility. Communicate your boundaries in terms of time, in terms of like your physical boundaries. Just communicate. That's a responsibility that comes with freedom. The last one is financial strain. Financial strain sometimes hinders your personal freedom because you end up doing things that you would not do because you don't have money. Sometimes during this festive season, we overspend. We spend beyond our limits. We take loans that are unnecessary. We go out of our way to meet expectations of others instead of meeting our own expectations. And then what happens is January comes and hits us, and we have this negative narrative around January just because we are overspending and overextending ourselves. So always keep your eye on what your values are, what your true desires are, what your capacity is, and be true to that. Stay true to that. So those are the challenges that I wanted to share with you, the 4 challenges that come between you and personal freedom. And I'll be continuing the conversation in the next episode. So don't miss that out. Subscribe, click that bell so that you are notified when the next content comes up. Share it to those people who you love and you care about, and like it so that more people can see this content. And until then, I've been your coach, Caroline Gaiduma, and see you in the next episode. Ta-da!